Good morning, everybody. I'm Gurukitri Nyawera, your lecturer for this unit called sentence analysis. So we're starting to learn from today, and we'll be tackling topic 1 in this session. So that is the introduction of sentence analysis. So by the end of this lesson, I require each and every one of you to define sentence analysis and sentence structure, illustrate the different types of and be able to illustrate the different types of sentence structure and also create grammatically correct sentences without any challenges. So start with the definition of sentence analysis. Sentence analysis is also called parsing or syntactic analysis. This is the process of breaking a sentence into its parts to understand its grammar and meaning. This includes identifying elements such as subject, verb, object, and other grammatical features, and understand how they relate to each other within the sentence. This process is essential for both reading comprehension and effective writing. So sentence analysis is the fact that you break down your sentence and be able to understand what it contains or what it constitutes. So our next subtopic is the sentence structure. Sentence structure is a placement of words in a sentence that defines meaning. It concerns the arrangement of subject, verb, and objects and other sentence components. One common method of sentence construction analysis, this is the SVO paradigm, wherein that the S represents the subject, that is the do of the action. The V represents the verb, that is the action or state, and O represents the object, that is the target of the action. So various languages and phrases might follow different patterns. So we're going to look at the different patterns that are used in English or sentence construction. We have the SVO, that is the subject verb order. In English, this is the sentence structure mostly used by most people or most people who use the English language. The subject comes first, then the verb followed by the object. So the subject, as we said, that is the do of the action. The verb is the action and O is the object. So, for example, she consumes mangoes. She will be the subject, consumes will be the verb, and mangoes with the object. Another sentence example is the teacher went through the lesson. The teacher will be the subject. We will be went through, that is a verb, and the object will be the lesson. So the next pattern will be SOV, that is subject, object, verb. It is frequently used in Japanese and the Hindi people, as well as other languages. So the topic comes first, followed by the object, and the verb that comes last. For example, the book read. The book read. So that means the normal English order, that is the SVO, subject, verb, object, it should be I read the book. But the book read, that is the SOV order. It was discovered in Arabic and Classical Hebrew, among other languages. Definition: the verb opens the sentence, then the subject and object follow. So our next will be VOS, that is verb, object, subject. Through unusual certain languages like Malagasy, utilize it. Definition is the subject comes last, then the object, then the verb. Example is she eats mangoes, that is she is the subject, eats is the verb, and mangoes is the object. And then we have the OVS, object, verb, subject. Though rare, it does appear in few languages. Definition is the verb and the subject follow the object in the beginning of the sentence. It's she. It's she. It's she. It's is a verb, and then she is a subject. Mangoes in English. So in English, in the standard English pattern, it's going to be she eats mangoes. That is the SVO. And then we have OSV, object, subject, verb, rare and used in several Amazonian languages as well. First, the object, then the subject last, and finally the verb. Mangoes, she eats. That is an example of the OSV. mangoes she eats. Yeah, so that was our short topic for today. That is doing the introduction of sentence analysis. And we have tackled the different patterns. We have the SVO, SOV, VOS, OVS, and OSV. We have said the S stands for the subject, V stands for the verb, and O stands for the object. So in our activity today, we have define sentence analysis. I'm sure with what you have learned, you can be able to do that. You can be able to define sentence analysis. Giving examples, I want you to illustrate the different sentence structures, as we have tackled the six of them. I need sentence examples of sentences, at least 5 examples of sentences using the different sentence structures. And then lastly, I would like you to define the subject, verb, and object, giving sentential examples. That is, give an example of a sentence and then highlight if it's the subject, verb, or the object. That will be the end of our session today, and I'm hoping that you've all benefited from today's lesson. Have a nice day and enjoy the enjoy enjoy the day and kindly do revision of the what you have learned so that you can be able to understand this better. Thank you.